This is Isaac, and I'm going to be teaching you about Roblox Studio and about these tools up here and um, what all of these do basically. And I'm going to start with this home section right here, and I'm going to teach you what all these tools do. Okay, so let's start with the select tool. That will select a brick. So let's place a brick. You see how it's got this this blue highlight around it. So to select it, you would click on your select tool, click on your brick, and then it should highlight the brick with this blue. That should tell you that the brick is selected. Now when the select tool hovers, or when your mouse hovers over the brick, the highlight will get bigger, and it'll start flashing, as you can see there. So next is the move tool. This is for precise movement of bricks, and so if you wanted, you could drag this right here, or this, or this. This, I believe, is the Z, or no, Y axis, and I don't think you need to know about axes right now, but I'll teach you that later. And so, anyway, here you could drag this, and it'll start moving, and you can move it back, you can move it up and down like this, as you can see there. Okay, so that's the move tool. It just is a more precise way of moving parts. And the scale tool will show you, you can make your brick precisely bigger, so you can scale it any way you want. And yeah, so I'll show you the rotate tool now. This is for precise rotation, so you can rotate it all around. You can do whatever you want there, and you can rotate it like that, and you can rotate it all around. So that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to show you what the collisions button does. So right now, if I went to my move tool, and then I tried to move this through the ground, as you can see, it will go through the ground, or the base plate, and that is because this is unselected. So if you select collisions, one second here. Okay, so if I selected collisions, and then now that it's selected, oh, I think I'm having some problems with my Roblox Studio right now. Okay, so anyway, let it reload for a second. Okay, so now that collisions is selected, actually, I'll be right back. I've got to fix this. I don't know what's going on. Here, one sec. So, as you can see, I have collisions selected here. Up here, you can see that I have collisions selected. Now, when I attempt to move this through a part, or the base plate for this matter, the part will not go through, and it will only be highlighted by a blue outline. So that's what collisions will do. It will allow like or not allow, I guess, a brick or part to go through another part. So that's what the collisions tool does. Now I'm going to show you what the toolbox does. So toolbox should bring up a new tab. This tab will be called the toolbox tab, and what it does, it will open a bunch of user-made models and Roblox admin-made models. So you can use these in your games, and so like if you didn't know how to build a car or something, you could just click on one of these, and then it should import the car into your game right here. So you've got your vehicle, I've got a van here, and then that's fully functional, and you can use that in your game. But I'm not going to be using that at the moment, so yeah, I'm going to show you now what this part does. So this part will insert a new part into your game. This is a part right here, and this base plate right here is a part as well. So to do that, uh, to get one of these things right here, you just click on part, and then you've got your own part right there. But if you wanted a different shape, you could click on sphere. Now, you could click on wedge, you could click on cylinder, and that's all the parts you have right there. But there's a thing called meshes, and I'll talk about that in a future video, and that will give you more shapes, and you can even upload your own meshes, and you could upload, like, say, a sword or an axe or a car, something cool like that, anything you wanted. So now I'm going to show you what the materials tab does. So if I selected this part, which I have it selected right now, and then I clicked on material, then when material opens, it should give me a whole list of stuff, of textures, I guess. So right now, the default is plastic. So every part I place in right now will be plastic. So if I wanted that to change, I could click on this, and then, which one do I want? Maybe I want fabric. So I'll click on fabric, and you can see now that uh, this part is textured as fabric. You can see that right there. So now you could choose any of these materials, any of these textures. So maybe I wanted, let's say, corroded metal. That'll bring up your corroded metal texture onto your brick. Now if I inserted a new part right now, that part should have the same material texture that you chose. And now I'll show you what the color does. This is pretty self-explanatory. It will choose the color of your brick. So you select a brick that you want to color, and then you click on the color tab, and then you just want to click on your color, and you could click on any of these colors. They'll all do the same thing, change the color of the brick. Now I'll show you what group does. So say I had all these parts and I wanted to move them all at the same time. So I could select them all and move them that way, or I wanted them to be in a group. So if I grouped them, and the shortcut for that is Control G, and then or Command G for Mac users. So this is how you would move it all at once and group it together so that it takes less space in your workspace. And so then you could ungroup that after you're done with that, and then you can move them all separately. So that's pretty cool. And the next thing I can show you right now, I guess. Actually, this will be in the next tab. So this is the terrain. I'll show you that in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, maybe even leave a comment. I like it when you guys leave comments. Makes it shows me that you guys are actually watching and paying attention and following along. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.